Live local late breaking. This is WNBF News Today at 5.
A lot of you hit the streets at Market Common to ring in 2015. We've got the countdown in case you missed it.
Erasing our debt is a goal many of us have going into the new year. I'll let you know how to do it without getting ripped off.
Plus, if your New Year's resolution includes eating healthy and getting in better shape, we found some interesting apps that might help you stick to those plans this year. And the first day of the new year starts off cold with lows in the 30s. Make sure you grab the coat before you head out, folks. Let's check in with Marla for the latest. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And, you know, I don't think a lot of people are going to be in a hurry to do anything this early in the morning. However, if you are in a hurry to hit the roads, it is a frosty start from the Grand Strand to the PD. So give yourself some time to defrost the windshield. We are going to see a warm up, though, as we head into the weekend, but also some showers. Right now, stepping outside, 29 in North Myrtle Beach, the freezing mark in Myrtle Beach at 32 degrees, 30 for Florence and 28 in Darlington with the upper 20s across the border belt. So needless to say, it is cold kicking off this new year. Maybe you're starting things off right, heading out for an early morning run. I am tracking a little bit of a light fog. No issues on the live sky cam from our Florence Darlington Technical College camera, but notice about 2.5 miles visibility in Florence, 5 through Marion, and 4 in Conway with really no major issues close to the beach, but it is something we're watching out for. And again, bundle up. I'll have the hour-by-hour details on the first day of 2015 coming up at 5:15.
And there are the fireworks as crowds packed Market Common for the Southern Times Square last night. Our cameras were rolling as the new year rung in with the ball drop and, of course, those fireworks you see there. But before that, a lot of you were enjoying the activities, including a beer garden. Coming up at 5:30, you're going to hear what a visitor from New York City thinks about our version of this New Year's tradition. And in case you missed the countdown in the Big Apple, here it is. About 1 million people crowded the streets of Times Square in New York City for New Year's Eve. New York's Mayor Bill de Blasio pushed the button to drop the ball alongside representatives of the International Rescue Committee. As the sparkling Waterford crystal ball dropped, traditional confetti rained down on those kissing couples. We want to remind you that city offices across Myrtle Beach will be closed today, but trash and recycling is still being collected. If you want to get rid of all those Christmas trees, you can put them at the curb for pickup. But remember, try not to cover any utility meters or boxes, and take off the decorations and the tree stands. You can also drop off your tree at Mr. Joe White Avenue and 21st Avenue North Extension. Next month, in fact, those trees will be ground into mulch and they'll be given out to the public for free. And in North Myrtle Beach, City Hall, the J. Brian Floyd Community Center, and the Aquatic and Fitness Center all closed today. Garbage collection will also not happen. If your pickup is scheduled for today, it will happen on Friday instead. A warning about a fake phone call looking to trick you out of some cash. Horry County Police say a person is making calls claiming to work for the Little River Police Department and asking for donations. The Little River Police Department? That doesn't exist. Be on the lookout for the calls coming from a number 700-128-1047. Officials say don't donate any money, don't give any personal information. Investigators now trying to figure out who's responsible for those calls. And right now, deputies in Darlington County are looking for the person they say tried to tow away a Camaro from a local dealership. That's the surveillance video there showing Raceway Ford Chevrolet on South Governor Williams Highway. The dealership's president tells us Wednesday morning a truck pulled into the lot, backed up, hooked the car up to the truck, but after getting out of camera view, the Camaro somehow became unattached and was left in front of the dealership. The president says, by the way, this is the third robbery or robbery attempt in 1 month. If you're heading into the new year in deep financial trouble, the last thing you want is to get ripped off while you're trying to get back on your feet. Katrina Helmer joins us live from Horry County State Bank in Carolina Forest with more on how to best protect the money you do still have.
Well, if your bank account is running dry and you're digging yourself a hole, you want to take action as soon as possible. But going for one of those groups that promises to eliminate your debt for free should not be one of those options. Now, as appealing as the TV and the radio ads sound that promise to eliminate your debt at no cost, don't fall for it. From my research, the closest accredited nonprofit organization that can help you get control of your debt is in Lumberton. So if you see an ad or you do a quick Google search and the company says they're here to help you in Myrtle Beach or in Florence, take a step back. They most likely are just a call center with headquarters in a different part of the country. Groups like this have been accused of tricking you into paying either up front or a massive fee at the end. And here's a real shocker. The groups that promise to wipe out your tax debt with the IRS, they require a fee up front to work on your case. But the reality is the IRS only ever accepts less than 2% of those applications.
It's a false sense that people see the ads on TV or they hear the ads on the radio that if they call or if they go to this group, they'll be able to write it off or get it removed or obliterated, and that's just not the case.
There are things you can do on your own to try and minimize your debt before you go searching for outside help. First, take what money you can afford and pay off the debt with the highest interest rates. Then move to the next highest interest rate debt and so forth. And everyone should try to talk directly with collectors or credit card companies to negotiate a lower interest rate and lower payments. Now, if you're upfront with them, then that's always more helpful. And if you tell them what you can pay right now and then also what you can pay in future increments, they may be more willing to work with you. Reporting live in Carolina Forest, Katrina Helmer, WNBF News.
Sometimes honesty is the best policy, isn't it? More than 37% of Americans do say saving money is their #1 financial goal for the new year. The Go Banking Rate survey actually found baby boomers were most likely concerned about paying down debt. 50% of millennials say they are better off financially this year or last year than they were the year before. And men, twice as likely as women, to say investing was the biggest financial goal for 2015. A man police say is connected to a shooting and carjacking at a gas station in Myrtle Beach has now been charged. The incident left one person in the hospital recovering from severe injuries this morning. A judge denied Deshaun Garner of Conway bond yesterday. Myrtle Beach police say Garner shot a man who was pumping gas at the Scotchman on 3rd Avenue Tuesday morning and then took off in his car. A report shows when officers caught up with him, Garner tried to ram a police cruiser before taking off on foot. And investigators are now trying to find the suspect in an officer-involved shooting in Myrtle Beach Monday night. Police tried to pull someone over in a stolen Chevy Malibu. That's when the driver sped up and got away. Then another officer saw the car on Warren Street. They say the suspect ran through Futrall Park, hiding behind houses on King Street. The suspect fired 6 shots at officers. One officer fired back, but the suspect kept running and was not found. Florence Darlington Technical College will be holding an early registration event. It's happening Saturday from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. That event will be held in the 100 building on the main campus. It's a chance for new or returning students, along with those just thinking about attending college, to complete the admissions application, work with financial aid counselors, and speak with advisors there. You can also register for classes that semester, by the way, beginning on the 12th of this month. There are a number of ways crooks do try and hijack your personal information these days. More schemes are happening by telephone or through pop-up windows that appear on your computer screen that say something like, "Your computer is damaged, click here and we can fix it." And one cyber expert says it's a growing problem that many people simply are falling for.
Not only is it a scam, it is so large the FTC has gotten involved. They are literally starting to prosecute these scam artists who call you, email you, and they sound so legitimate, and they sound like they're really going to help you. And really, a lot of times they're selling you false software, taking over control of your computer, and even worse, in some cases, putting malware on the computer.
Every expert says if you don't reach out to someone first asking for help, odds are you're not going to get help. It's a fake. Now that the new year is here, it's time to stick with those resolutions that we've made. Karen Caifa shows you how a few apps might help in today's Consumer Watch.
Out with old habits, in with the new. The new year often brings promises to make changes, but sticking with resolutions can benefit from some digital help. Fitness often tops the list of resolutions, and an app like Runkeeper can keep track of time and distance walked or run and share milestones with friends. If a race is the goal for 2015, the Couch to 5K app takes aspiring runners through a training program, beginning with walking and jogging and working up to that 3.1 miles. If If a new diet will complement that workout routine, apps like MyFitnessPal and Lose It help calculate daily calorie counts for thousands of items, including brand names and restaurant foods. Healthy Out is aimed at calorie-conscious diners who want the skinny, on which nearby establishments offer items that fit in with special diets like low-carb, paleo, and vegan. For financial resolutions, Mint has been a popular option among the budget-conscious who want to keep banking, credit card information, and bill payment in one place. The Level Money app helps users stay on budget by acting as a simple spending meter, starting at the first of the month, subtracting with each transaction, and suggesting savings and counting down available funds. For Consumer Watch, I'm Karen Kafa.
All right, here's one way to get started on your health resolution. This morning at 10 o'clock, you can join the 8th New Year's Day Prediction Run 5K. It's happening at Barefoot Resort in North Myrtle Beach. All you have to do is guess your time before the race begins. The runner who finishes closest to that time actually wins. The entry fee is 20 cans of non-perishable food. Donations will be given to Helping Hand of Myrtle Beach. New video shows what injured 4 people while at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. Take a look at this. A dust devil sent tents and a bouncy house up in the air. The tents, canopies, and umbrellas were near the stadium. The 4 people injured were hit by flying debris. They all suffered minor injuries. They were treated at the site. Nothing terribly major there. The U.S. Supreme Court will be adopting a new electronic filing system. Chief Justice John Roberts says it could be used by 2016, but those submitting cases to the High Court will still be required to submit up to 40 paper copies of every brief. A police department in the Carolinas on high alert this morning after their officers are shot at, one officer in his own home. How they plan to tackle that issue ahead.
And we're in for another chilly day, but I'm tracking a warm up ahead. I'll let you know when that's headed our way coming up in this half hour.